Hello there, I'm Sateria, founder of the Fibroid Foundation, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you this evening. You might be wondering what an ungala is. Well, it has the fun elements of a gala, except it's virtual. We were determined that the pandemic would not stop us from coming together to celebrate our incredible sisterhood. Tonight you'll be treated to music from Bobby McKee's Dueling Piano Bar, a wonderful silent auction which we hope you'll participate in, and we will celebrate friends of the foundation whom we feel are absolutely amazing. I'd like to especially thank all of our sponsors without whom this evening would not be possible. Your partnership is so important to our organization, and we are grateful that you value our advocacy efforts. So I invite you to relax and enjoy our program tonight. Learn more about who we are and where we can grow together. Enjoy.
There you go, Drew, coming in from Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I spent a week in Las Vegas one night. Wow. Good times. All right, someone requested some MJ here. Wow. Can I do the scream?
Yeah, you got the scream?
I got it. I've been working on it all week. Ready?
Ow! As he came into the window, was the sound of a crescendo. As he came into the apartment, to the bloodstains, carpet, in a room at the table, she could see that she was unable. And she ran into the bathroom, and was struck down. And are you okay? And are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And are you okay? And are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And are you okay? And are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And are you okay? Will you tell us that you're okay? It's a sign in the window that has struck you. And you're sitting out in it, hanging out in the apartment, with the boxes and the carpet. And I'm running in the bedroom, you're stripped down. And are you okay? And are you okay? Are you okay? And are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. And are you okay? And are you okay? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Ow! You know, if you ask someone if they're okay 17 times in a row, there's probably a problem. I don't know. With no response. I mean, at least you're persistent. I don't know.
Annie must be passed out on the floor. That's all I can say.
Right.
So I went to my doctor, and she told me, Miss Powell, you have fibroids. I'm like, yeah, I heard that word before, but I really didn't know what it meant. And they said, well, the fibroids are growing on your uterus. They said you can do one of two things. You could have a hysterectomy, or you can have the fibroids removed. So I said, you know what, I'll wait, let me see what time does. And I was told that when you go through menopause, the fibroids would shrink. But I was 45 at the time when she gave me this diagnosis. And I said, let me talk to you when I come back in a couple more years. So at 47, 48, I mean, I looked like I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. So my doctor said, Miss Powell, your fibroids have pushed your uterus up to your stomach. And the fibroids have gotten larger. So I decided to go with, I said, well, I'll be 50 in a couple of years. I'm not going to have any more children. Let's go ahead and do the hysterectomy. And I did the hysterectomy. And at that time, after I did that, I found out about the Fibroid Foundation because, like I said, I was trying to find something to be a part of that I could be passionate about and then share with other women. And I found out about it on LinkedIn, and I contacted Soteria and we talked about it. And I said, listen, I feel like I took the easy way out. I said, instead of fighting it, I got rid of it. And I said, but I still have family members in my family that have fibroids.
Hi, I'm Kim Chase, Master of Ceremonies today, and I am honored to be here today. You know, many of the women in my family suffer with uterine fibroids, so keep this in mind, guys. Support of everyone in the family is important, not just the female members. So now let's talk about the history of the Fibroid Foundation. Soteria Venable, the founder, started the organization after her second of 4 surgeries. Now, what's amazing is that she has no medical background. Well, she graduated as the first African-American female of the architecture umbrella of Carnegie Mellon. So let's say she's an architect, so maybe that helps in her designing this organization a little bit, but still no medical background. And as she often states, every woman is an expert in her own body. And so with that, with her telling her story, she gradually developed the following. And then she realized that there is power, there's tremendous power in a woman telling her story and even telling her story. So even though they were naysayers, and even though some people said, well, you can't be successful at this, she persevered because she did realize that there is power in telling that story. And that caused her to relocate from Chicago to Washington, D.C., or the Washington, D.C. area, with the goal of anchoring the foundation in the legislative hub, or near the legislative hub of our country. That intuition yielded significant growth and support, and its community of support and legislative advocacy. Now, today, understand, there are 27,000 followers in 48 countries, 20 chapters around the world. And you know what that does? That helps to build hope for a safe space for women to be supported with the fibroids, and ease of sharing the journey, and also information for successful, tailored treatment. What else can you ask for?
Hello, I'm Craig McClendon, proud board member of the Fibroid Foundation, and I'm here to introduce our presenting sponsor. At the Fibroid Foundation, our mission focus is sharing the importance of the patient voice. This includes developing partnerships that help to amplify the patient voice in all areas of society, including pharma, research, and communities where our sisterhood resides. abbvie is such a partner. Please welcome Dr. Charlotte Owens, Senior Medical Director, speaking on behalf of our presenting sponsor, abbvie.
So I knew that something like this was needed in my area because there were so many other women that I knew just from talking that needed the support, that wish they had the resources, wish that they knew that these were things that they should have done, like ask for an ultrasound or, ask their doctor specific questions. And that is what the Fibroid Foundation has done for me. It has not only educated me about what to do and what to expect, but it has also been supportive of me. It has made me feel more comfortable and has comforted me knowing that I'm never going to go through this alone again, should they come back. And then also for me to be an extension of that to other women by helping them with resources, giving them the information, being able to be a part of a wonderful organization that was able to get something so amazing to be introduced into the Senate, which is the Fibroid Foundation, not the Fibroid Foundation bill, but the Fibroid bill. And I love it. It's great. And I thank the women of the organization, the other ambassadors, for just being so supportive, for being caring, kind, respectful. We learn from each other, we support each other, And hopefully, if you're out there looking for a support system that will be there for you and help you, and you're looking for resources, reach out to the Fibroid Foundation. That's what we're here for. And if you're in the Baltimore area, you can reach out to me, and I'll be there to help you the best way that I can. So thank you to the Fibroid Foundation for just being there for women and during their time of need. And we need this organization. You guys are so important, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So thank you. That's my story.
Thanks, Craig. And Michelle, thank you for sharing your story. Your experience really highlights the importance of patient education and advocacy. The need to understand what could be causing the serious issues like pelvic pain and heavy periods that so many women experience ultimately cannot be solved easily or by a simple internet search. Understanding and making truly informed decisions for our own individual health can be complicated and nuanced, especially when it comes to managing uterine fibroids. It is based on so many unique factors: specific symptoms, fibroid characteristics, out-of-pocket cost, personal responsibilities, fertility considerations, and treatment plan goals, just to name a few. As a practicing obstetrician-gynecologist, I know firsthand that navigating all this information and the complexities of our modern healthcare system can be overwhelming for patients. That is why I am so proud to be able to help welcome everyone here tonight on behalf of abbvie, the presenting sponsor for the Fibroid Foundation's Gala event. While I may not be able to address everyone here in person, I hope my enthusiasm for the important work the Fibroid Foundation is able to do comes through loud and clear. At abbvie, we are committed to improving care in women's health, and a crucial part of that commitment means raising the bar on disease awareness, education, and advocacy when it comes to fibroids. But we recognize that we can't do this alone. No single sector in the healthcare continuum can do this alone. The voices, experiences, and contributions of real patients are paramount, and that is what the Fibroid Foundation is able to provide. I am proud of what we've already been able to achieve together, and I am even more hopeful as I look to the future. So again, believe me when I say that I am honored to welcome you to tonight's wonderful event on behalf of abbvie as the Fibroid Foundation's Gala's presenting sponsor.
Right. Man, this is cool. I got some Stevie Wonder mixed with the little old school Commodores. This is great. This is cool. Fantastic. All right. Let's see. I can pull this off here. This song in a long time. I can't believe what God has done. there for you. Great tune. All right. Love that song.
Yeah, so stuff, the vibe has changed a little bit since we opened up with the Elton John and the Billy Joel. I'm looking at some Dr. Dre. We'll do a little Dr. Dre thing. California love. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city, in the city, oh what, good old what, in the city of Compton, we keep it rocking. Let me welcome everybody to the wild, wild west. The state's untouchable like alienness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug in your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where that bomb-ass hippie state will never see the dance floor empty. And pimps be on a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines, serving beans. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honey was wearing that suit. It's 95 and the clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like a La Revelation. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. The city is a bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Trey putting it down for California, yeah. Knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city. It's like 7 vocal parts we're trying to cover here. Good old what? Good old what? In the city of Compton, we keep it rocking, keep it rocking. Shake it, mama, shake it, shake it, shake it, Cali, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Creepy part. Hey, I'll tell you what. You keep that beat going for just a second.
Sure.
I'm gonna cross the country here and do a little East Coast rap. Just in case there's anybody.
You get like an East Coast West Coast battle now.
Yeah, just in case there's any like rap fans from Nebraska watching that aren't decided, They know where to go.
Good evening. My name is Emma, and you may not have seen my face before, but I'm the person behind the faces you do see on social media and all of our platforms. I am the social media manager for the Fibroid Foundation, and I'm honored tonight to be able to kick off the start of the silent auction for our Gala. We really want to make sure we thank our partners, abbvie and Myovant. They are our sponsors this evening. And a big thank you to all of our other partners who've helped us through the year and on this night specifically.
My name is Francesca Kelly, a proud ambassador with the Fibroid Foundation, Las Vegas chapter. My struggle with fibroids began in 1999 at the age of 22. And over the course of the 21 years that I've been diagnosed, I've undergone several procedures, had several medical therapies. The thing that I want to leave with you is always know your options. Build a solid rapport with your OBGYN. Let them be aware of the treatments that you feel would be best suited for you. Be your own best advocate. The struggle with fibroids is very daunting and taxing at times, but just know that you can and you will get through this. The Fibroid Foundation is here. We are a patient advocacy centered around fibroids, endometriosis, and other menstrual disorders. We are patients. We are for patients. We are for the advocacy of women's health issues. Together, We are fibroid strong. So relax and enjoy our gala. As always, we at the Fibroid Foundation, we thank you for being here, and your support means everything to us. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy.
The Fibroid Foundation is based near the nation's capital. The reason for this was very intentional. Fibroid legislation is a huge priority. With 70% of all women being diagnosed with uterine fibroids by age 50, we wanted to play a part in making sure that research and attention was focused on uterine fibroids across the country. This year we had a huge win. Both the House and the Senate, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke and Senator Kamala Harris introduced fibroid bills for research at NIH. Legislators are interested in knowing that their constituents are directly impacted by fibroid legislation, and we will need your support in making sure that they know that your voice is heard. So in 2021, we'll be asking you to send letters to your legislators asking them to support the NIH fibroid bill. So you talked very just beautifully about how the patient brings a very unique perspective. And I'm so glad that you highlighted that, because a lot of what we do is focused on bringing that unique patient voice in getting vial sizes reduced so that women don't leave the office as anemic, being able to bring their unique experience to bear on the ultimate treatment option that's decided upon. So that's very important for women to know, to be able to feel comfortable to take charge of their own medical health. And so
absolutely. And I also believe that, it's just as much as we're talking about treatment, research should be done so that we can talk about prevention. Mm-hmm. One of the things about uterine fibroids is that it remains a mystery to patients, to doctors, to the medical community overall. And there needs to be a focus on that, and this way we can talk to our girls and prepare them for what their health should feel and look like. And that ultimately would be the real goal. Yeah. And beyond that, what will be the variety of treatments available to women, young women, childbearing women, along the continuum of growth of fibroids. Because some women, may have one fibroid, some may have as many as 30. Some may have one the size of a golf ball, others may have one the size of a cantaloupe. Various bodies experience different things with the growth of uterine fibroids, and we need to get to the heart of the matter. And that's what my bill would do. It would help us unpack and encourage a real discipline around finding out what ultimately causes it.
It would be groundbreaking, and I couldn't agree more. And so as we move forward with the bill, please let us know what the next steps are and how we can continue to support to move the legislation along.
Well, we are blessed to have 36 members co-sponsoring the bill.
Okay.
Currently. I'd like to see us get up to over 200 co-sponsors in the House of Representatives. And it would be great if it's bipartisan.
Yeah.
That we reach out to both Republicans and Democrats to be a part of our march for quality health care for Black women. And likewise, working with Senator Kamala Harris, our vice presidential nominee, on the Senate side, reaching out to our U.S. senators. This again, I think is low-hanging fruit in terms of an ask for their support. And I think that we can't be shy in expressing to our leadership in the United States House of Representatives what an imperative this is for us. And so where we can get women across this nation mobilized and emphatic about them sponsoring this legislation, that's the momentum we need to get it signed into law.
I couldn't agree more. And with 1 in 3 women being diagnosed, this is definitely not a partisan issue because everyone knows someone with uterine fibroids. And so, and I often ask people, ask the women in your family, ask your spouse or your partner, and just, you know, someone who has fibroids, and you'd probably be surprised to know that. And so with that many people being affected, I think that that gives us the momentum to just really move forward and support you in getting those letters, having the meetings, and garnering that additional support. So I thank you.
It's putting forth the ask. It's not a heavy lift for most members. If they need education and information, my office is available to provide it for them. As co-chair of the Caucus on Black Women and Girls, you know, I have made this a priority. And what I would like to share is that, you know, we did introduce this bill at the beginning of the shutdown, and everyone has been just sort of dispersed out of necessity. But it doesn't mean that we can't pick up the phone, that we can't email information with the bill number on it and get those members to sign on. And again, we're in communication mode. We're back in Washington. We're voting in the House of Representatives. I would love to see this bill advance, and your advocacy and your encouragement will put it over the top.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we hear you, and we can definitely support those initiatives. And I thank you for laying out those very specific next steps that we can all take to make this a reality. And Congresswoman, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for your time today. Thank you to your staff, who has been absolutely lovely. And we really look forward to building this relationship to walk with you to a successful outcome of creating this legislation. And I wish you the best during these times, and look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Soteria.
Here's our West Coast, East Coast rap medley.
That's right. Man, what the?
Right.
What do you play after that? Do you want to build a snowman? Doesn't have to be a snowman, Drew.
Doesn't have to be.
It's October. It could be a leaf man.
Well, my parents live in Erie, Pennsylvania. They're going to be building snowmen. But I mean,
That's right.
they probably won't. They probably won't because they don't leave the house. But
All right.
it would be.
Let's rock a little bit. There's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You wind it up like the wreck behind that rescue use. Did you think it's spoken in the wind? Look at me, babe, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a symphony. If you need to know, well, I'm still standing. You just fade away. You know, I'm still standing better than empty. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. You know, I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my heart that you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm perfect.
Yep.
Got to give a shout out to all the behind the scenes crew we got here helping out with everything. By
Absolutely,
the way.
yeah.
Fantastic.
This takes a village here.
That's right.
So, somebody requested this Boz Scaggs tune, The Lowdown, which is a cool, real 70s sounding tune, but I don't know it that well, so I'm going to try to do a substitute Boz Scaggs to try to fill your Boz craving here.
Oh, you going here? You going here?
Little miss that boat that day, he left the shack. But that was all he missed, and he ain't coming back. The choo-choo car and a tombstone bar, he made the stop just long enough to grab a handle off the top. Next stop, Chi-Town, Lido, put the money down and let it go. He said one more time, I'll get it. One last time for credit. One more round, Lido. Oh, oh, oh. He's for the money, he's for the show. Making like a beeline, headed for the borderline, oh, if it broke. He said one last time, ought to do it. This sure ain't up to it. One more for the road, Lido. Oh, oh, oh. He's for the money, he's for the show. Lido's wet for the Lido. Oh, oh, oh. Said one last time, ought to get it. One more time for quitting. One more for the road. Lido. Oh, oh, oh. He's for the money, he's for the show. Lido's went for the gold. Lido. Oh, oh, oh. He said one last time, ought to get it. One more time before we quit it. One more for the road. Substitute Boz. Love Boz Scaggs.
All right, so we got this up here. We got a little. All right, this is old school.
Oh, hey,
We have.
this looks like a moment
Okay.
happening.
Oh, yes, this is great. I love when these notes come up. because they're fantastic. We get to share them with all of you out there in TV land, in CP land, or I don't know what kind of
iPad land,
or YouTube land. I don't know what you're broadcasting on. Whatever.
Yeah.
Zoom land.
Zoom.
Zoom land actually sounds like a brand new amusement park. That sounds fun, doesn't it? COVID sucks. All right, on behalf of the Bobby McKee's crew here, we would like to say cheers to the foundation, and here's to 2021. Let's forget about this year. Yes. We're moving forward. Here's to moving forward, everybody.
Yep. Nowhere to go but up, right?
Nowhere to go but up. All right. So we have a request for some. Oh, what the heck? I like this. I like it. I got some old Commodores when Lionel Richie wore the spandex. Before Lionel Richie went high and tight, he had the afro. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Ow, ow, while she's a brick house. She mighty, Linda Moore hang out. She's a brick house. Let it stack, Nancy back. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a brick house. There's a book on the wall, built like an Amazon. Yeah, you know she got everything that a woman needs to get a man. How can she do just what she is? 36, 24, 36. What I want her, she's a brick house. She mighty, Linda Moore out. She's a brick house. Let's stack, Nancy back. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a brick house. Work together, everybody knows this is how the story goes. Break it down now. Shake 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 it down, shake it down, yeah. Shake it down now. Shake it down now. Shake it down now. There you go, Sue. Ow! That was Lionel's trademark. It was every song Lionel sings. It's right. It doesn't matter. It'd be like a slow tune, once, twice. Ow! It's always there. It's always there.
Right.
I love him. If you're watching, Lionel, I love you.
Maybe he was getting shocked on the condenser mic when he recorded.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what happened?
The audio engineer, one job, he had this little button that shocked him. Ow. Ow. Perfect scenario.
See, we're learning stuff tonight is what we're doing.
It's an educational show, just in case you guys were wondering.
Hey, somebody wanted Love in an Elevator.
What? That's a whole different. That's a whole different shock.
The song, I believe.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. How do you have love in an elevator when there's little boxes that make sure people are standing in the four corners of the elevator? Makes it a little more difficult. Elevator distancing.
There's just no loving anymore. And of course, if you're married, your spouse takes this all to a whole new level. No, we're quarantined. We're quarantined. We ain't loving tonight. We ain't loving. All right. You gonna try it?
I'll try it.
I mean, I don't think I've never even played this. All right. This is how we learn songs for you guys. Where's the chorus go?
Is it like?
Okay.
Guess I got all the words right so far.
Yeah!
Work like a dog for the boss man.
Yeah.
Working for the company. Whoa!
Yeah!
Betting on the dog that's tossing. Turning on the fancy. Gonna love. We're gonna love this life. We'll need a girl like an open book to read between the lines. when I'm going down. Loving in the elevator, living it up till I hit the sound. Jackie's in the elevator, laundry in the second floor. Saying, can I see you later? Just get a little more. Kinda hope we get stuck. Nobody gets out alive. Sitting on a show, not a barrel, honey. Have you home by 5? Loving in the elevator, living it up when I'm going down. Loving in the elevator, living it up when I hit the ground. Me one more time and then it back. Loving in the elevator, living it up when I'm going down. That has never happened before at any of our shows, Ronnie.
Yeah, that was. It seriously might have to be, you know.
Yeah, we gotta work that out.
Good evening. To say that there's a lot taking place in the world today would be an understatement. I'm sure that many of you feel, as I do, that there are mountains to climb, both literal and figurative, that seem insurmountable. When I look at our organization today and think about the path that led me to found the Fibroid Foundation, I realize that my fibroid journey was a mountain, a huge mountain. I had no medical experience. I didn't even know the statistics at first. And I had only planned to do some fact-finding and hopefully some problem-solving. Little did I know that my journey would lead to a global community that I care for so deeply, a team of colleagues whom I love working with and we love working together, and years later, growth into areas of advocacy that I had previously never even thought of. Tonight marks a very special moment in the story of the Fibroid Foundation, because we are here gathering this evening not only to reflect, but to enjoy this moment of community and to plant seeds of growth for a very promising future. I, our board of directors and board of advisors, thanks each of you for your unique contribution to this movement. All of our sisters diagnosed with fibroids, the health, holistic, and wellness professionals that care for us, and our sponsors and partners. You have all created the space for the Fibroid Foundation community to thrive. I'm so encouraged because we have established a foundation upon which we can anchor advocacy efforts that truly reflect the millions of women affected by fibroids. This mission has become far more than fibroids, though. We are completely blowing up the stigma around every woman's menstrual journey, and it feels amazing. As we move forward, let's not only grow, but push the envelope. Creative advocacy, effective advocacy, game-changing advocacy. We're all impacted by this, and we can all make a difference together. Thank you. The Founders Award is awarded to the special person who devotes their efforts and network to helping us realize our mission. This year's award goes to an amazing woman and physician without whom truly the Fibroid Foundation would not exist. When I left Chicago and moved back to Maryland, I literally dropped my bags, and the next day I was at a fibroid conference at Howard University. That is where I met Dr. Elizabeth Stewart. Over the years, I've had the absolute pleasure of getting to know Dr. Stewart and her wonderful colleagues at Mayo Clinic. If I told you all that I have learned from her, we'd be here all night. So I will share some highlights. Our organization would not exist without her support. On the organizational level, she has unselfishly introduced our organization to transformative research efforts and educated us on health disparities, where she has a particularly knowledgeable focus. Without her generous support, our organization would never have made it through some early growth stages. There aren't words to encapsulate how deeply grateful I am for her friendship. Dr. Stewart, or Abbvie as she is affectionately known, would reach out with an introduction or information at a very critical time where her insights were desperately needed. Her insights have set the foundation for a lot of our success to date. I know that I will always receive the clearest, knowledge-infused feedback about treatment options from Abbvie. This accompanied by a bedside manner that puts everyone at ease. I've planned for some time to award our first Founders Award to Dr. Stewart, and today I finally have an opportunity to do just that. So it is my absolute pleasure to first thank Dr. Stewart and to award her with the Fibroid Foundation Founders Award.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I'm delighted to be the first Founders Award winner, and clearly this award needs to be shared with others. I want to thank all of my collaborators over the years. I bet many of you are tuned in tonight that doing research really takes a village, and I've been exceedingly lucky to have such wonderful collaborators. I also want to thank all of the women who have been involved in fibroid research. It's extraordinarily hard to take the time to help others down the road when you're dealing with such acute problems. And I've always been grateful for all of the women who've been able to take the time and share their opinions or their expertise to make this research happen. And most of all, I'd like to thank Sateria and the Fibroid Foundation. You have been a true catalyst for research and for moving the agenda on fibroids forward. And I'm grateful for all of you. I also wanted to reflect for a few minutes on the 30 years that I've been doing research. I started my fellowship in 1990, so my first research project was a fibroid project, and I think that the world has changed a great deal in that time. If I look at the people that were doing fibroid research at that time, they were very few and far between, and many more people are involved. We also have more active partnerships with patients. So a project like the Compare UF Fibroid Registry that tries to give patient-centric fibroid research voice would not have been possible at that time. And I think there's increased diversity of both research participants and research subjects and researchers. And I think that we all see the results that diversity brings. If we can look at the clinical realm 30 years ago, uterine artery embolization wasn't fibroid therapy. We didn't have laparoscopic radio frequency ablation. We didn't have focused ultrasound. The only medications we had were contraceptive steroids. So although progesterone receptor modulators and GnRH antagonists were available, they weren't really utilized for fibroid care. And most importantly, that there was no perception that hysterectomy wasn't a one-size-fits-all solution. that we have learned to look at uterine-sparing procedures for a variety of reasons, and not just for women who want to have children, and to respect the autonomy that many women bring to their decision-making. Even if we look at the biology, things have changed in 30 years. At that time, estrogen was thought to be the only important hormonal regulator, and the role of progesterone was not understood. We had very little information about growth factors. We didn't know anything about the somatic mutations that are important in fibroid growth. And we had no information about things like vitamin D that may be modulating fibroid disease and may be amenable to prevention and early intervention. So in summary, I want to say we've moved a tremendous length in our research in the past 30 years. I'm grateful to all of you for making that possible, and I can't wait to see where we're going to be 30 years from now. Thank you again for this incredible honor, and I look forward to the future.
When I think of an Olympian, I'm instantly inspired. From the outside looking in, it seems that there is such dedication to personal growth and discipline when striving for an Olympic medal. Over the past year, as our team, ambassadors, and community learned of Tiana's fibroid story and began to follow her, it was apparent that Tiana Bartoletta inspires on the track as well as off the track. Her words and posts resonated deeply within our community. She motivated us all to honor our bodies by setting an amazing example of fitness and self-care. She let us know that she too had a story to tell, and that she was open to being strategically vocal about her fibroid experience. I am grateful to Tiana for unselfishly sharing her platform to advocate for our fibroid sisterhood. Her support during Fibroid Awareness Month and throughout the year has helped our organization to grow. Her words and posts encourage us to think about our bodies and how we care for them, and to be proud of our authentic selves, which is really what our mission encapsulates. I'm pleased to award our first annual Inspiration Award to Tiana Bartoletta.
There aren't enough words for me to accurately and thoroughly articulate the level of my gratitude to Soteria and the Fibroid Foundation. Going through my own fibroid journey, it was really easy to feel alone, isolated, and like there was no one there advocating for you. But the Fibroid Foundation stepped in, gave me a safe place to land, provided me with resources and support to help me on my way back to health. And now I learned that this entire time, while you were supporting me, I was inspiring you. And I just have to say, I am both honored and humbled by this award. Thank you so much. And let's continue to do our very best for our fibroid sisterhood.
Well, we got this one up here, Drew. You can help me with this one. You know what? Since we just did the elevator, we can start the beginning. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the intro.
It's gonna be the last song, isn't it?
Yeah.
So once again, thanks to the Fibroid Foundation for having your event with us. I hope everybody's enjoying the tunes. Thanks for putting the whole event together, and of course, my esteemed, talented piano partner Ronnie.
And that's Drew, everybody, and we are with Bobby McKee's doing pianos, and you can catch
and
us.
our Tracy and Kate and our management staff here at the club also helping out.
That's right.
So thanks to everybody. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
Sing mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. And mama, life had just begun, but now you've gone and thrown it all away. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters.
Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind to face the truth. I see a little silhouette of a man. Shadows, do you to the landing? I'm about to lightning, very, very lightning. Galileo, Figaro. Nipico. Just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, standing as high on his monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, let me go. Bismillah, no, we wanna let you go. Let it go. Bismillah, we wanna let you go. Let it go. Bismillah, we wanna let you go. Let it go. Let you go. Never let you go. Let me go. No, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub, there's another side for me. For me.
So you think you can stop me and speed my eyes? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh,
all the good nights.
Hello again. I hope that you've enjoyed our program this evening. We're so grateful for each of you. Thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. As we round out the year and launch 2021 programs, know that you are at the center of our efforts. We have lots of great programs in store. And of course, we are all looking forward to in-person events when it's safe to do so. I hope that you and your families are well and safe, and we look forward to making this movement more badass in 2021 and beyond. Be well.